Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our second playthrough of Mage Night, the board game, where we're on our second scenario, which is solo conquest. We have 3 days and 3 nights to conquer 2 cities, and we're currently in the first night, but dawn is coming and we have to get a move on. Okay, just before we go into episode 4, just a couple of cock-ups from last turn. All against me. I was talking about the gold mana being fantastic. Well, it wasn't that fantastic because it's actually depleted because it's night time. So we'll pop it up there just to recall that. It's not too bad for us. We do have polarization, so we can use it as a black mana if we want. So not too bad. The other one was, yes, we defeated a dungeon and I forgot to take my reward. So there's nothing like trying to make it really difficult for myself. Every time that you take on a dungeon and succeed, you do get a reward. And it can either be a spell or an advanced action, and you have to roll a mana die. So we'll take a spare one out of the supply. If we roll a black or a gold, we get a spell. If we roll any other colour, then we get an advanced action. So let's see what reward we got. We get a green, so that is an advanced action. Righto, so we'll get rid of that. And let's have a look at our advanced actions. So we have Heroic Tale. Put them in order. We have Heroic Tale, which is basically an influence card. We have seen this before. Maximal effect, but I don't really think that's going to come in till the end. So we're not there yet. So I think we will take Into the Heat. Play this card at the start of the combat. All your units get their attack and block values increased by 2 this combat. You cannot assign damage to units this turn. And then it's up by 3. It's virtually the same. So it's between that really and Heroic Tale. I mean, we can get +1 reputation with Heroic Tale. Influence 6. Or Into the Heat. In fact, what I think we'll do is we'll take Heroic Tale instead. I think we'll put that there. Or am I going to change my mind? Yes, I'm going to change my mind. We're going to take Into the Heat. I think that'll be better. Once we get some units later on, I think that'll be better. So we'll put Heroic Tale back. Right, there we go. So we need to replace. And we get Intimidate, which is another influence card. Although you also get attack 3. Get reputation -1 at the end of the turn. But you can get up to influence 8 or attack 7. This is a strong card. I'd have took this if this had been in the offer. So we'll put that there. Yep, very good. Okay, so now we've took the reward. That is it. We can now get into turn 10 and episode 4. So our dummy player is still the first player. So let's turn over some cards. And here we are with the dummy player, and we're in a bit of a pickle. We've only got 5 cards left, so hopefully it won't be a blue. 1, 2, 3. Leave those down there just in case we have to turn over any more. So we got Threaten, which is a red. Stamina is a blue. And Swift a white. So that's okay. It doesn't really matter because we've only got 2 left anyway. So we've only got 2 turns left really. So we're going to have to get a move on and see if we can spend a few of our cards. In our defence, we have picked up quite a few cards this turn, you know, spells and advanced actions and stuff. And obviously that is going to increase our hand and make it more difficult to spend them all. But let's try and spend as many as possible. Okay, so that's it for the dummy player. Let's move across to the map and see what Arythea is going to do. And here we are with Arythea. And I think what she's going to do is she's just going to explore here. I was going on last turn about us having absolutely no movement cards when of course we had swiftness. So I think we'll use swiftness. So may as well play that. Let's play it here rather than messing around. And what we'll do is we will put another tile out. So here's our next tile. Oh, this Mage Tower, excellent. So just the thing for Arythea as well. Let's get in there. So what tile number is it? It's tile number, well, focus, 4. So that'll be something like this, will it? Yes, there we go. Oh, and we have got a rampaging enemy as well, right in our way. There's also a village, some mountains, but mostly it's a Mage Tower and it is desert. So here is, those I believe are orc skirmishers, so they're here. And we have a Mage Tower which you can't turn over because it's night time. And unfortunately we don't have our scouts, we've used them. So that's a bit of a downer. Okay, so there we go. We have set that up. We have spent swiftness. I'll put that over to the player area so we know that we've spent it. Let's get back to the player area and see what we're going to do. I think what we'll have to do is we do want to take over this Mage Tower here. So we're going to have to get rid of these guys because they're in the way. Right-o, let's get across to the player area. And here we are at the player area. There's the card we've spent, swiftness. And what we may as well do is take these guys out. Now, these are like the law of diminishing returns now. We're getting to a level whereby these are not much cop. So what we're going to have to do is, normally, you know, we can start avoiding rampaging orcs. Rampaging Draconen, they're well worth taking on. But rampaging orcs now, you're not getting much fame or anything off them. So we'll have to start looking at avoiding these guys. Unless, like now, there is absolutely no avoiding them if we want to get to that Mage Tower. So we're going to take these guys on. The important thing... Oh, just one thing to mention. They've got 2 attacks here. You have to block those separately. So that could be a problem. They've got 2 fame. And they have got 4 armour. No special abilities, so that's good. Now, as I say, this would be a bit of a problem. You'd have to block 2 of those. Now, you can play 2 cards sideways to do it. But one way to avoid having to do anything like that is to range attack these guys. They're not fortified, so I think that's what we'll try and do. So we'll pop those down there. And I think we have got the requisite attack, but I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do it a bit differently. We're going to use... We've got to cycle through some of these cards. So what we'll do is we'll use Magic Talent, and we'll use it for its base ability. Discard a card of any colour. You may play 1 spell card of the same colour in the spells offer. This turn as if it were in your hand. The card remains in the spells offer. So pop that there. We will play Crystallise, which is blue. And that means we can use Snowstorm. And we want ranged ice attack 5, and that'll kill these guys. So we need to power that with blue. We've got no blue, but we do have polarization, and we can use a red as a blue. So that's what we're going to do. And if we can find the red part of it. So there we go. And that is ranged ice attack 5. That kills these guys. Let's pop them up there. Okay, so we'll take Snowstorm. We'll put it back where it came from. Excellent. This obviously got exhausted, and then it's the end of our turn, so we can flip it back again. Pop that up there. We have to roll our mana, and we get another red, funnily enough. Right, okay, and we can discard these 3 guys. Pop those on there. And let's move up to our... Oh yes, we're going to level up, which is okay. So, yes, let's move up to the Fame and Reputation track. And here we are at the Fame and Reputation track. So, rampaging enemy, and we get 2 Fame. So, 1 Reputation, excellent, discard that. And 1, 2, and we level up and get ourselves another card and another skill. So, let's get back to the player area and see what we get. Okay, first things first, so we're going to get a skill. So let's pick 2 off the top here. And I haven't got a clue what these are. Hang on. Let's grab those. In fact, those are Tovaks. We don't want them. And, right. Oh, well, this one's right on the top. That's good. Invocation. Once a turn, discard a wound card to gain a red or black mana token. Or discard a non-wound card to gain either a white or green mana token. You must spend a mana token gained in this way immediately, or you cannot use the ability. Okay, that's a good one. We're short on mana. I've noticed throughout this turn we are extremely short on mana, so that's a possibility. This one, which is a once per round one, is Motivation. I think, yep, that's the same one. Once a round, on any player's turn, flip this to draw 2 cards. If you have the least fame, not tied, well, you're going to have, because we're playing solo, also gain a red mana token. You cannot use another motivation skill till the end of your next turn. Well, I think we'll take this one, Invocation. Not interested in the one from Tovak that's in the offer, so we'll take Invocation. So we'll put that next to Polarization, and this guy can be turned over because we can never use that again this game. And we'll bring that out because we still have to flip over a skill from the dummy player, and it is a very busy looking one. What's this? So on the other side, I think. Here it is. I don't give a damn. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Once a turn. Oh, so it's only one. Oh no, once a turn, not once a round. 1 card played sideways gives you +2 instead of +1. If it is an advanced action, spell, or artifact, it gives you +3 instead. Okay. Don't think we'll bother with that either, but we'll see what the situation is later. Okay, so we've got our skill. Now we need to pick our advanced action, and yes, I'm just going to take Intimidate because I think this is cool. Either having massive influence or massive attack has got to be good. Plus the fact it's Arythea, isn't it? She's going to be like... She's a crazy, intimidatory chick. She's not going to mess around. So it doesn't bother her losing a bit of reputation, I wouldn't have thought. So she is going to take this. So we'll put that on the top of our actions deck. Deed deck, sorry. Call it the correct name. And I think that is it, apart from we've got to draw up to 5. So we're definitely going to get... Intimidate. This should be good for attacking that mage tower as well. The way is now clear, but we need some movement. That's 1. Into the heat. Obviously we got this as well. So we may be struggling for movement. We are indeed struggling for movement. We haven't got any. So, let's have a look at Midnight Meditation. One time this night, before any of your turns, yes, I think we're going to use this just before we start our next turn. We definitely need movement. We need to get to that mage tower, I think. Okay, so that is it for turn 10. Let's move into turn 11. And here we are with the dummy player. It should only have 2 left. He has only got 2 left. So it was a red and another white. So there we go. Those have gone. He will declare end of round next turn. So we've only got a couple of more turns. That's all we've got. Okay, let's go back to the map and see what Arythea is going to do. And here we are with Arythea. And what we need is 6 movement. We need 3 to move into here, and then 3 to assault this Mage Tower. So that's going to be tough with the cards that we've got, so I think we will use Midnight Meditation. So just before we go back to the player area, we do need 6 movement. Hopefully we've got some, we'll be able to pull out some movement, we will see. Okay, right, let's get back to the player area and play Midnight Meditation. And here we are back at the player area. So I really do, I think it's a no-brainer. We can shuffle this one back in, promise. It's just influence. And also into the heat, because this is to, you know, sort of give bonuses to your units, and we've used our unit, so I think that one can go back in. I want to keep Intimidate, Burning Shield and Battle Versatility. We could well need those in any upcoming battle, so we'll shuffle these back in the deed deck, and we've really just got to hope that we're going to get some movement. I think we've used a bit of movement this turn as well, unfortunately. So let's do a bit of the old. There we go, and the good old cut. We'll just get the same cards back. So we've got 1, 2. Come on, movement. Threaten. And the other one is stamina. So we got some movement. But even if we charge that, we're only going to get move 4. That is not enough. That is not enough. So I'm trying to think now. What are we going to do? So move 4. Let's just go back to the map and have a look at our options. Oh, just before we do that though, obviously we can discard Midnight Meditation now. Yeah, let's go back to the map and see what our options are. And here we are back at the map. So I've got a couple of options. We sort of move this way towards the Mage Tower, or we could even go into this magical glade. That'll guarantee us a gold mana next turn, and we can actually kill these guys. But I really do want to get over to this Mage Tower. It's going to be really tough to attack it during the day because it's in a desert. That'll be extra movement required. We'll need 5 to actually get to the Mage Tower, which is a bit of a downer. Yes, if we can get here by the end of the night and assault it and take it, then we can always come back this way. And yes, we'll probably have to mop up these guys on the way, unless we come all the way around here via the monastery. Oh, mind you, we will get our scouts back. So if we're actually here, we can actually use our scouts to explore this way. So perhaps we can do that. Yes, I think what we're going to do is we're going to generate 3 movement to get right next to the Mage Tower, I think. Or could I generate... No, in fact, what I'll do is I think I'll generate 6 movement to get here. We will still have another turn because the dummy player is yet to declare end of round. So if we can move there, then we're nearly off this large tile anyway. And that'll save us a lot of movement during the day, I think. So, yeah, if we generate 6 to get here, I'm not going to generate 6 to get in there and assault the Mage Tower this turn. The reason for that is, I'm going to have to use a mana, whatever I do. So, if I was going to assault the Mage Tower, I'd need 6 movement. I'd need to use blue mana on stamina to get that. And then I'm struggling for charging anything else. So, and I'll be short of cards. I would have to play 2 cards sideways, and I'd only have 2 attacking cards, neither of which I could charge with mana. So, yes, I think what I'll do is I will move 3 to here, 3 to here, that's 6. And then on our very final turn during the night, we will attack. We will attack just before dawn. How's that? Okay, right, back to the player area. And here we are back at the player area. I was just very quickly looking at invocation, but we've got no wound cards, so I can't get a red mana. That would have been really helpful if I could have got a red mana. The main reason is, obviously, I'm going to lose one of the mana sources to actually charge stamina, and I was just looking for a way to get another mana. I can still use invocation, but it'll only get me a green or a white mana, and there's nothing I can use. After I've used stamina, it's all red and blue. I just need red and blue for the cards that I've got, so white and green don't really help me out, unfortunately. And I can't even use polarization, because polarization switches between green and white. So, never mind. Right, so we'll play stamina. We need to charge it for 4. And so we'll use a red mana, but we will also use polarization. So that means that red mana can turn to a blue. So we get 4 move. Then we're going to play threaten and intimidate. We're going to play those sideways. That'll give us 6 movement. So, yeah, that will get us into the desert just above the Mage Tower. And I don't think there's much else we can do, really. I think we're stuck with that. So let's go back to the map and do that. And here we are back at the map. So we've got 6 movement. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So she's ready to attack that Mage Tower next turn. Okay. Back to the player area. Here we are back at the player area, so we can refresh that now. Polarization, pop that there. We've got to re-roll our mana. We're really short on mana. We're going to have to find a way to get more mana, some more crystals. And we get a green, which isn't very helpful, I don't think. It's normally a really helpful mana, that as well, but not for us at the moment. Let's get rid of these 3. Pop those on there, and yes, I think that's pretty much it. We've got to draw up to our hand limit, so again we're going to be short, so that's 1, which is threatened, 2, which is into the heat, which doesn't really help us, and we wanted 3 move, and we've got mana pull. We can use 1 additional mana from the source. So, oh, we've got no movement again. And we need 3 movement to assault that Mage Tower. Oh, that is just rubbish, man. It's just one of those times where the cards haven't fallen for us. And we're in a bit of a pickle. Okay, I'll have to have a think about that. That is the end of turn 11. Next up is turn 12. Just before we start the next turn, forgotten something, haven't I? Yes, we've only got 2 advanced actions. I should have pulled a replacement, which is Blood Ritual. Ooh, take a wound, gain a red crystal to your inventory and a mana token of any colour, including non-basic. If we charge it with red mana, take a wound, gain 3 mana tokens of any colours, including non-basic. You may pay 1 mana of a basic colour to gain a crystal of that colour to your inventory. You know what? That is just so amazing for Arythea. So we'll have to have that. And yes, we shall have to see about getting that. Right, now we can move on to the next turn. Well, this is nice and quick. The dummy player declares end of round. We have got 1 more turn. Let's go across to the map. And here we are with Arythea. There's nothing for it really. We're just going to have to go for it. So we're just going to have to attack into here. We need to generate 3 movement, and then hopefully we can take whatever is in there. We can't see what's in here until we actually attack, so I'll put it over on our player area and we'll find out. Okay, let's assault the Mage Tower. And here we are at the player area. Okay, right. Whew. So we need to generate 3 movement. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have to play cards sideways, unfortunately. So mana pull, which would have been really useful earlier on, we're going to have to sacrifice it for, we just need 3 movement. So play that sideways, play into the heat sideways because we've exhausted our scouts anyway, and we will play rage sideways. So that is our 3 movement. We have attacked the Mage Tower. What have we got? We've only got 2 cards to take whatever it is on. We may have to take a few wounds. What are these? These look like ice mages. Oh, they got paralyzed. No! No! Oh, we'd have been able to... Oh, we might be... Yeah, we can do it. Oh, we've got Burning Shield. Thank God for that. Yeah, if we didn't block this, then we'd have got paralysed and we'd lost all the cards out of our hand, and then we'd have just been beaten. So, oof. So that is bad. But we've got away with it. We did keep Burning Shield, so that's pretty good. So, yes, we should be able to do it. Burning Shield is a fire attack. It's only physically resistant and cold resistant. We should be able to beat this. Whew, that was lucky. Right. So, we're attacking these ice mages, and obviously what we're going to attack them with, we've got to block first. Oh, we could have blocked. Oh no, it was ice attack. So we couldn't really block with these guys either. But it'd have been inefficient. But we can block with fire block. That will do it. And if it's used part of successful block, you may use it during your attack phase as fire attack 4, which is all we need. So all we need to do is use this red mana. Oh, that was close. And we have defeated these guys. But fortune has favoured the brave. We went in there with only 2 cards. To be honest, Burning Shield is a good card, and we knew we had a red mana. But yes, that's worked out really well. It couldn't have worked out better. In fact, we didn't even have to use Battle Versatility, which is another card. So, you know, that had attack 2 and block 2. I thought I was going to take a few wounds, but we've managed to avoid it. So we'll pop that up there. And, whew, yes. So we've still got a few cards left, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3. But I think we've picked up 3 cards, didn't we, during the course of this particular round. So they're just like extras that we've picked up, I suppose. Right, so clean up. Let's re-roll this mana die. It is the end of the round. So, in fact, we won't bother. We'll just pop them all together. It's the end of the round. We'll do all those in a moment when we've finished clean up. Let's put those in there. And we may as well go up to the Fame and Reputation track and see where we're up to. And here we are at the Fame and Reputation track. So, we will get 5 Fame. We lose a reputation because we assaulted a mage tower, but we're still on +1. We'll discard that and move this up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other thing I've got to do is take a reward. So when you attack a mage tower, you do get a spell as a reward. I think there's only one decent one to really take, and that is Snowstorm. The ranged ice attack 5 is brilliant, and siege ice attack 8. It's fantastic, and we don't bother about taking a wound. So we'll take Snowstorm. We'll pop that on top of our deed deck, which is soon to be reshuffled. And I think that is everything. So now we can move into... Oh, we've got to replace our... We'll move space bending down. And what's the new spell? Whirlwind. This is really good. Target enemy does not attack this combat. We could do with this. And that's at the end. So we're not even going to lose that when we flip over to day 2. So that's good. Okay, right, let's get on with end of round. Right, here we are at end of round. So let's get all these together. What cards didn't we use? Oh, there were 4 cards. Oh, obviously we've just picked up Snowstorm, Improvisation, Promise and March. March, could have done with you. So those need to be shuffled, as do those, but those will also include Heroic Tale. We'll move these 2 down. Blood Ritual, I want you. And Restoration. This gets discarded, but it is a green. Pop that on the back there. And it's a green crystal. Tovak. Okay, and move these 2 down. Pull the replacement for advanced actions. Ice Bolt. Nice. So, pretty cool. And no pun intended. And our next spell is Expose and Mass Expose. That's another great spell. There's just so many good spells. I was just trying to use them. I just need the mana to use them. So, right, we've done that. And let's re-roll these. See what we get. As we move into daytime, we get a gold, which will be good. A green. Oh, we're going to have to re-roll. We got a black and a gold, so that's more than half. We can keep the green. And a white and a red we've got. So it's green, white and red. Let's flip this baby over. Now daytime. So put these here. We can use all of those, that's great. Don't know who's going to go first yet. And next up we have got to refresh. We've got to refresh the monastery offer and the unit offer. So let's get rid of all those. And 1, 2, 3. I think we've only got 1 monastery. We have. So we'll only have to pick 1 advanced action when we get around to that. So we've got Utum Swordsman. These are pretty good. These are pretty good. So cost 6, level 2 unit, 4 armour, pick them up in keeps. We haven't had a keep yet, have we? Attack or block 3, attack or block 6, this unit becomes wounded. Our next, peasants, rubbish. And our final unit is thugs. Oh, thugs are interesting. You actually, most units, it helps to have a high reputation, because then you can, it's not as much to pay this price here, this influence price. But thugs, because the thugs, it actually helps if you've got less influence. If you've got good influence, these guys are really hard to recruit. So they cost 5, and village, keeps, level 1 unit. They've got 5 armour, but there's a special on it. Block 3, they can attack 3 for reputation -1, or you can get influence 4 for reputation -1. They probably go around putting the frighteners on people. And what's the special on the armour? You cannot assign damage to this unit unless you pay 2 influence during combat. This is what you get when you hire scumbags. So let's put that over there. And we need another advanced action for our single monastery. And we get Song of Wind. We use this during first reconnaissance. It's quite a good move card. So put that there. Okay, I think we've done all that. Let's just organise our D-Deck. Look how thick that is now. We have picked up a lot of cards, but it does mean we struggle to use all our cards against the dummy player. So we're going to have to get a lot better at that, I think. So there we go. And we'll do a quick cut. Put them there. We'll draw up to our hand size in a moment. Let's just shuffle up the dummy deck. And we'll give those a cut. And pop those there. Okay, right, I think we're all set up. We need to draw up to our hand and then we need to pick our tactics. So we're not in the night anymore. Put those down there. We will be in the day. So let's draw up. Concentration. Nice to get that first. We could do with the influence. Now we're in a mage tower, which reminds me, I'll just put this shield on the mage tower. So there we go. We have conquered a dungeon and a mage tower. Next card. Stamina. Yep, some move. We need some move because we are stuck a bit in the middle of a desert. Got intimidate. Influence. That's what we want. Influence 8. Could charge this. We've got red mana. Yes. Coolness. We should be able to get whirlwind or expose. Yay! And that's groovy. None of the units, unfortunately, can be picked up in a mage tower. Never mind. Our fourth card is promised more influence. Can we get 2? Can we get 2 of those spells? A mana pull. Yay! At last we'll have some mana. Okay. That seems pretty good. We might be able to get a couple of spells next turn. So that'd be nice. Okay, so we've pulled that and yes, tactics time. So, mana steal, the right moment, planning. Right moment, rethink. The end of each turn, if you have at least 2 cards. I like planning. But perhaps I'm going to take mana steal. When you take this tactic, take 1 mana die of a basic colour from the source and put it on this card. You can use that mana on any of your turns this day. If you do, re-roll it at the end of that turn and return it to the source. Let's just have, I think, maybe white to charge mana pull. Take 2 mana dice from the source and set them to any colour except gold. Gain a mana token of each of these colours. Do not really... Yes, I think I'll take the white for mana pull, because that'll give me lots of mana, at least for 1 turn. Yes, I think so. So I'm going to take mana steal. And we're going to take the white. So perhaps if I put it like that. Yes, that's what I'll do. Let's move that across there. Just pop mana steal at the side there and put our... Yes, I like that. So, what is the dummy player going to get? And let's pick the middle one. The right moment. So we're actually going to go first for a change. Hurrah! Let's discard the right moment. We will put these over here. And yes, excellent. So we're actually going to go first. And the dummy player is going to go second. Right, I think we are now ready. But that will not be till the next episode. Okay, so how did it go this turn and this episode? Not too bad. We got a bit lucky, but Exploding Shield, Burning Shield is a good spell. Yes, we got some ice wizards, and we were able to storm that Mage Tower. I had to take a gamble there, otherwise we'd have been trying to get across the desert during the day. I mean, we're still going to have to do that, but at least we'll be doing that, trying to get... Oh, tell you what I haven't done. Let's refresh the scouts. There we go. They're ready to go again. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. And they're feeling good. So, yes, getting across the desert is going to be a bit of a pain. But with the scouts, we can, I think, yes, we should be able to flip over a tile. And we'll do some shopping, I think, for spells, because we've got ourselves in a good position being able to take that Mage Tower. And we're nearly levelled up again, and we'll have to look to get some units. I quite like those Utum Swordsmen, but we need a keep in order to pick those up, and we haven't picked up a keep yet. So hopefully when we turn over another tile, it should have a keep on. I mean, bloody hell, we've had how many tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 tiles apart from the start tile, and not one of them's got a keep on. So what's that left? There's 2 tiles left. One of them must have a keep on, surely. So hopefully we'll get a keep very, very soon. There are some good spells in the offer. Got Whirlwind and Expose, both good spells. Blood Ritual is excellent. We'll have to see if we can pick that up, because Blood Ritual is just excellent for Arythea. We just need some way to generate mana. We're always short on mana. So we're going to have to think of something. So, but yeah, mana pull's good. At least we've got that at the start of the turn. And because we've took Mana Steel, we do have the white mana to power it. That will give us some mana when we get a chance. Yes, but I think let's look to explore. We'll try and pick up a spell and pick up Blood Ritual, and then we shall hopefully find a keep so we can pick up a unit, the Utum Swordsman, and yes, let's look for those core tiles, because once we're on those core tiles, the rewards are a lot more substantial. But not a bad turn. We have taken over a Mage Tower, so that is good. And yeah, again we were left with a few cards in our hand, but we've got quite a large deed deck now. We have got a lot of cards. I mean, there's 5 there. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We've got 23 cards. We started with 16, so we've picked up 7 cards. So we've got a very large deed deck. I think there's only 18 cards in there, so we're starting 5 cards more than the dummy to start with. And yes, the dummy's just going to go quicker and quicker, because yeah, we don't want green or blue. We've got 2 crystals of each on the dummy, so we could do with reds and whites when we're turning the dummy cards over. Is there anything else to mention? I don't think so. Yeah, as I say, we got pretty lucky with that Mage Tower in that we didn't have to take any wounds. There were ice mages, we had Exploding Shield, Burning Shield, and yeah, we were able to take them out, thankfully. So that was good on Arythea's part. Well done, kid. Okay, so that is the end of episode 4. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions, for all the views, for all the likes, and for all the dislikes. You're still watching. And thanks for all the help and support. If you've noticed any errors, if I've forgotten stuff, like rewards especially, please point it out. Thanks for that, George. Nice one. So, yes, if I've forgotten anything, please let me know and I'll try and fix it for next turn. If I've made any strategic or tactical errors, please let me know, and I'll try and learn from them going forwards. Anybody who's been across to Board Game Links, have a look at the videos there. Thank you so much. And anybody who's gone across to BGG to thumb up the threads, or to make a comment, or to drop geek goal, anything like that, thank you. And that is it for episode 4 of the second playthrough of Mage Knight the board game. And I hope you will join me for episode 5. But until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.